like my Easter decorations. It's all I had from last year, and I'm a little bummed that I couldn't get any more this year because of social isolation or distancing, whatever you want to call it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, my name is Dakota. I'm currently posting pregnancy related videos for the most part. Try and vlog here and there, but I just don't got the energy for that right now. I am 30 weeks pregnant today, and this will be my 28 and 29 week update. It's kind of like the end of 27 and the 28 and the 29. So to begin with, this is the first maternity top that I purchased. I'm going to show you my bump to begin with too, since I'm already showing you my top. I purchased this top before I was pregnant because I saw it. It's from Target last summer, so I doubt it's there anymore. But I saw it and I was like, oh, it's so cute, but I didn't want to jinx getting pregnant, and so like I didn't get it. But then I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I work right behind Target, so it just like it was calling my name, so I had to get it. And it did not jinx me getting pregnant. I will just say that I got pregnant on the first try. But this is how it looks. I don't really, I'm like pushing it out. I don't really have a bump still, even for 30 weeks. I mean, maybe I kind of do have a bump, but not as big as I thought I was gonna have. You can look at my bump from straight on. Don't mind my belly button piercing. I keep pulling this up because when it's down like that, I tend to play with it more. So it says baby on board if you can't read it. But got this top, and it's the first time that I'm wearing it. I don't really need it to cover my belly, but I figured I only got 10 weeks left of being pregnant. I might as well wear it. I have this one, and then my grandma bought me one when I saw her when I went home for my baby shower. She bought me one from Motherhood Maternity, I think it's called, but I'm pretty sure they're going out of business because their whole store was on sale. Whew, I'm out of breath. So let's get into it. Week 27/28, I would say I was like eating more than I had my whole pregnancy. I didn't really have morning sickness, and if I was getting sick, it was like once a week, if that. Like, it wasn't like I didn't, how do I say this? I wasn't running to the toilet because I couldn't hold it in, but I could have thrown up to make myself feel better, if that makes any sense. If you've been pregnant, and or even if you've been sick, you know, sometimes throwing up just makes you feel better. So sometimes I was doing that, but like it wasn't like, oh my God, I can't hold it in. I was having to wake up, well, not even having to wake up. I usually go to sleep, or like sleep, what is that? I go to bed usually between 8 and 9, and right before bed I have to have something to eat, whether it was a bowl of cereal, yogurt, pretzels. Like, it had to be something to fill up my stomach because I couldn't get comfortable, and I couldn't fall asleep, and then 2 hours later I would need another snack, and then literally at midnight and 2 and 4, like I had to eat, or I felt really nauseous and really dizzy, and I couldn't sleep because of the way I felt. And so I kept a box of granola bars and trail mix bars and pretzels right next to my bed because I live in a 2-story house, and walking up and down the stairs when you're nauseous and dizzy in the middle of the night when your husband sleeps like a rock isn't always the smartest thing to do, because I didn't want to pass out or fall down the stairs and not have Kyle's help. So I just put, I feel like a little fatty with my snacks next to my bed on my nightstand, but you do what you have to do for this kid, you know? I was able to put on about 4 pounds between weeks 27, 28, and 29, kind of, sort of, because this was kind of like 29 weeks. I put 4 pounds on, but this last week I had the worst morning sickness that I've had since like the first trimester. Sorry if you heard that. Kyle's doing construction. What was I saying? He distracted me. Something about my weight, I know that. Gosh darn it, Kyle. I'm gonna move on, and if I remember, then I remember. Anyways, today I went and got some adult diapers and some giant maxi pads at the grocery store because one, I not necessarily am getting nervous that I'm gonna give birth too soon, but I just like to be prepared. Two, I don't know if I'm gonna get a walkthrough with the birthing center or the hospital, so I'm not sure what they're going to supply me with, and I'd rather have more than needed just in case. So I did that, and I'm going to make some padsicles with the pads. I've heard those help. So if you don't know what those are, I'm sure you can Google it, because I technically don't really know what they are. Pads with nice gel on it to make your hoo-ha feel better and heal faster, I guess. I don't really know. It's April 4th, and we originally were planning on having a baby shower here with our friends on the island on May 2nd, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen anymore because we're technically locked down until April 30th, I believe. And I know the media doesn't always tell the truth. So I'm not sure what's accurate, but as of right now, it seems like cases are just rising of this virus. So our lockdown or quarantine, whatever you want to call it, could be extended. And plus the idea that our baby shower is gonna be like basically the first weekend that the lockdown is gonna be over, I just don't feel safe necessarily. I don't know. I'm a germaphobe. So I don't know what's really safe and what's not, and what's being like overplayed or dragged out. I don't know. Anyways, back to my update. I'm clearly losing my mind over this because I was supposed to have family come, or Kyle's family come, well, my family and Kyle's family come in May and June for the birth and after birth, but as long as Kyle's here and he can come into the hospital, that's all I really care about, but that too could change still. I have an appointment next week. I'm not too sure what kind of appointment it is. I don't know if I'm gonna have an ultrasound done. The baby keeps kicking my ribs and it is so uncomfortable. I don't know if it's an ultrasound or if it's just like they're gonna measure my belly and see how everything is, but we'll see. That's sometime this upcoming week. What else have we done? I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about at this point. Since the baby shower, more than like, we haven't decided yet. It's like 90% canceled in my head at least. And because of that, I decided to order the things that I really considered necessary or essential to make my life or our child's life a little bit easier once they are here. So I got the Haka, I don't even know if you want to call it a pump. I got the Haka. A lot of you guys know what that is and suggested it. So I got that. I ordered my pump. I chose to get the, excuse me, the Spectra S1. I don't know if there's multiple, but like the whole title of it was Spectra S1 hospital grade pump. I don't know if there's a not hospital grade pump, but I decided to go with that one. My second choice was the LV. I think that's what it's called. The reason why I decided to go with the Spectra and not the LV is because I saw more, okay, there were no negative reviews when it came to the Spectra, and there is a few negative reviews when it came to the LV, and that right there was enough to convince me that like if there's even just one person saying one negative thing about a product, that's enough for me. The LV seemed to be a newer product, and in my opinion, when a product is newer, they tend to have a little bit more issues, and just it doesn't seem perfected yet in my head. So I decided to go with the Spectra S1. The difference between the S1 and the S2 that I noticed is that the S1 is portable and rechargeable, and the S2, it has to be plugged into the wall. And another thing that we did this week, I nested like crazy. I rearranged every room in our house, like every single room. I moved something like furniture wise. The room that I'm in is the nursery. The corner that I'm specifically in is where I take my bump date pictures, and so I don't really plan on doing anything with this corner until I give birth. But this corner is going to be where their bed is going. Once they're older, for the first month or two, I'm gonna keep them in our bedroom just so it's easier to nurse at night and just keep an eye and ear out on them. And additionally, I had the urge to re-wash all the cloth diapers that we have, and I was so bummed because I have a dresser that I was planning on using for all the baby clothes, and I've had this dresser since high school, which I graduated almost 10 years ago, so like I've had it since before then. So it was probably time to get new ones anyways, but anyways, we discovered that it had mold on it because we live in Hawaii and it's a really humid place. And unfortunately, it's not the first thing that Hawaiian mold has taken under its spell. So right now that's what Kyle's doing. He's trying to take apart my dresser and see if we can salvage it, clean it somehow, but I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. I was really hormonal when it happened. I mean, I've been really hormonal this week, and so just the idea that I've saved my dresser for this long, and then now that I want to use it for my kid, it's not usable. I don't know. I'm hormonal right now. I'm about to cry over a freaking dresser. Ridiculous. I haven't had much of an appetite this last week. I've had zero cravings. I've been having the worst restless legs for the last few weeks, and nothing is helping. I take 2 to 3 mile-long, like 2 to 3 individual mile-long walks a day to try and help, but I almost feel like that might be making things worse. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. People said to try like magnesium or magnesium lotion, or taking baths at night, in which I do. I take a bath every single night with Epsom salt, and it does not do anything for me. I mean, it relaxes me, but for my restless legs, I mean. So that's been one of the like bigger annoyances, I would say. And then for some reason, I've been waking up at 3 in the morning just ready to go for the day, and come like 5:45 in the morning, I'm ready for a nap. So that it like really makes my day drag out waking up that early. And especially being in quarantine, I'm gonna sit at home all day, every day. things could be worse. I have a nice home. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. I only have 10 weeks left. Hopefully I have 10 weeks left. I wouldn't be mad if I have 11 weeks left, but we'll see how I feel next month. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.